These are the top 15 times Steph humiliated his opponents. Trust us, as we move forward from one opponent to the next, it gets better every time. Steph Curry has risen to be one of the best in defending in the entire National Basketball Association League. It's been a while. Curry is a part of the Golden State Warriors and rightfully lives up to the fame and hype that surrounds him everywhere he goes. We bet if you were Steph's opponent, then you would have chosen to lose right away to avoid facing him inside the court. So without any further ado, let's look into the top 15 times when Steph Curry humiliated the shootout of his opponents. Number 15. Thompson and Curry. It's right that the NBA feuds hardly resolve. Similar is the case between Thompson and Steph as well, but in this particular game, they kept the feud aside and highlighted the importance of teamwork. Thompson grabbed the ball and ran to pass. At the same time, Klay took the ball and ran toward the hoop, passing it over to Steph.
Loose, Steph gets the ball and slams it down. Boom! Throws it on him, and I love the energy after this, right in his face. Oh, that was embarrassing.
Although Steph is a shooter by natural means, he pinpointed the ball straight into the hoop, earning a win. We wonder why the other team was chasing him after all. The celebrations after this shot truly defined the importance of the dunk in every sense. Number 14. Draymond Green passing to Steph. Speaking of teamwork, Steph proved that not all battles are won alone. In this game, Draymond Green was the one who kept the ball safe and waited for a perfect opportunity to pass the ball to none other than Steph. Steph, on the other hand, knew exactly what he had to do. He dabbed the ball for a while and then rose to shoot. The audience had already started going gaga as they knew the ball wouldn't find any way out other than going in. This is exactly what followed next. As the result, the Golden State Warriors bagged another impressive win. The players on the bench ran onto the court to celebrate.
Trying to get open, he passes it to Steph. Little switch up happens here, and Shannon, just wobbles, and of course, Steph.
Number 13. Justin Jackson versus Steph Curry. As we mentioned earlier, Steph Curry knows how to make his opponent look silly and regret them for facing him in no time. This time it was Justin Jackson, who wasn't very well aware of these unofficial rules of the NBA, we guess. Hence, Steph made sure he must teach the guy a good lesson. Justin stopped when he came face to face with Curry, looking for a moment to steal the ball. Steph, on the other hand, attacked Justin from the same angle itself, and even brought permanent damage to the opposing player.
Curry, defender falls down, and that makes it 120 to 119. We are under 3 minutes here in the fourth quarter.
He snatched the ball away and broke Justin's toenail. Steph scored a perfect shot, which ultimately resulted in Golden State's win like every time. Number 12. Steph versus Houston Rockets. Speaking of converting initial stepbacks in games into wins, Steph Curry holds the expertise in the same. In this match, where the Golden State Warriors face the Houston Rockets, Steph Curry decides to take matters into his own hands. When exactly 5.1 seconds were left for their last, that is, the fourth quarter, Steph was inbounded by the opponent player. But he somehow kept a hold of the ball and managed to score a perfect goal right into the ring, even under pressure.
Right here, there's 5 seconds left. He goes in hard, he steps back, he shoots it, and he scores, and the Golden State Warriors win.
The Golden State Warriors ended up winning the same match, which seemed impossible initially. Number 11. Rudy Gobert versus Steph Curry. This one has got to be on the list as it ranks as one of the best guards in the entire NBA matches. Rudy Gobert tried to guard Steph Curry from everywhere he could, but in the end made a complete fool of himself by just pretending to keep Steph in control. Steph made him scratch his head by first going right, then left, then again left, finally fooling his opponent and going out of his clutches. Then Steph ensures he completes his task, so Curry shoots the ball directly into the hoop, earning a semi-final win for his team.
And Steph goes, back, no, where are you going, Rudy? He just looks absolutely silly for trying to guard Steph here, and that nice finish.
Number 10. LA Clippers luck. If it weren't for the nightmare of a performance of Steph Curry against the LA Clippers, the latter would have almost bagged the win and gone home with it. No matter how many guys he put around Steph, the man knows how to slide his way out of any gap. Hence, here as well, they guarded him everywhere, and as usual, Steph slipped out. Not only was his control in the game amazing, but the precision with how he made the shot was equally mind-blowing.
We have the LA Clippers, they're all trying to guard Steph, but he just goes through, throws it up, boom.
Number 9. Portland Trail Blazers. This game is special when it comes to Steph Curry's appreciation videos. The man had a legendary 62 points for himself, which is a record. As usual, he was quick and smart throughout the game, but in the end, his several three-pointers, free throws, and far dunks made the game memorable in every way. Even though he never fails to flex his legendary moves to the audience, scoring 62 points in a single game is beyond iconic. What do you think?
This guy is a legend. It is hard to stop him, but 62 points, that is absolutely unreal.
62!
Number 8. Chris Paul gets a taste. It would be a bit harsh to label Chris Paul as an embarrassment of the match, but facts support it. Here, Steph Curry literally made Chris Paul slide onto the ground and fall for getting through him straight into the hoop. Chris, on the other hand, had only one job: defend the hoop, and he failed to accomplish it.
The basket decides to go through. Chris Paul goes, what? Steph Curry shoots it.
We still aren't sure if it was the floor on which the ladder slipped, but Steph's quick reflexes are to be blamed. The quickness with which Curry made his way out was a treat to the eyes, not to forget the pinpoint precision of the shot. Number 7. Memphis Grizzlies. You know the matter is pretty serious when Morant is pissed off right in the middle of the game. This Memphis Grizzlies versus Golden State Warriors semis was a treat to every basketball fan. Steph Curry finally shined in his role as a defender when the man took an oath not to allow Morant to get to the hoop in any possible way. Not just that, he just waited to get a hold of the ball when he got it. He didn't let go of it, rightfully shooting the ball with a three-pointer. Steph at least brought his sinking team back into the track. By the way, the Golden State Warriors defeated the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 6. LAC versus GSW. This must be a memorable match for the association, as Steph Curry scored 25 points in just the first quarter of the game. The man scored almost 5 three-pointers. The opponents were scared to their core. If Steph went on like that, then he actually might end up scoring 100 points.
We have Steph Curry dropping 25 points in the first quarter against the LA Clippers.
Unfortunately, Steph sprained his ankle and couldn't play the next quarters. But his initial domination helped his team carry the momentum and seal the win. Number 5. Last-minute miracle. Steph's performance in the quarter was straight up savage, as he managed to steal the deal again in the last quarter. There was almost a 20-point difference between teams, but Steph wasn't afraid to take a chance and scored a last-minute three-pointer. The best part of the shot was Curry immediately turned toward his fans while in the air. Hence, he didn't even look at the hoop while scoring. This was everything that Savage is made of.
The ball, they're up 20 points. He shoots this shot, turns, he points to the fan, and just drains the three-pointer without even looking.
Number 4. OKC versus GSW. OKC is Steph's favorite team to face off against, or it's just this game reflected the same. This game had not one, but several wild moments surrounding the quick defender. He first faked a pump that made it look like he was going to jump. Thinking so, the players involved in guarding him took off from the ground as well. In turn, Steph didn't actually take flight and managed to escape underneath. A truly commendable smart move, isn't it?
Number 8, we have the entire OKC team trying to guard him. He pump fakes, he drives. All 4 of them go to guard him, but it doesn't even matter. He has that nice left-hand finish.
In the other instance, Steph dribbled the ball across the court, and not even a single player was able to snatch it from him. As a result, Curry made sure the win came their way. Number 3. Oklahoma City versus Steph Curry. This happened during an extra time of 10 seconds after the game had already ended. Russell Westbrook misses the last-minute shot, which in turn gets passed on to the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry rightfully took advantage of the situation and scored a three-pointer at 1/6 of the last minute. Russ, on the other hand, desperately wished it was him who must have taken the shot.
They don't call a timeout, and Steph Curry pulls up from deep and hits this buzzer beater to put this game away.
Curry with 0.6 of a second remaining.
Ultimately, the Warriors ended up snatching the win at the literal last second. Number 2. Foul game. This game between the LA Clippers and the Golden State Warriors hardly had skills other than fouling each other. This face-off goes as one of the most violent games of the NBA, and for good reason. Our man Steph Curry snatched this game, which was earlier a close call. There were several fake foul moments, sledging, pushing each other off the boundary, and much more going on. At the end of the day, the fourth quarter wonder, Steph Curry made a whole 20 points out of an earlier 9-point game, and ended up on the winning side. This is what happens when you get Steph Curry mad. So you better not.
He's gone psycho! Don't give Steph a T, because the opponent will pay for it.
Number 1. The historic finals of 2017. This will definitely go down as the best moment of the entire video, as LeBron, the supposedly best player presently, was absolutely trashed by Steph Curry, as the former failed to defend the latter. The game kept everyone on their edge, but it was the Golden State Warriors who sealed the trophy by defeating their opponents.
Gets it. LeBron is trying to guard him, and Steph Curry just absolutely takes him all over the court. He can't guard him. He fakes him out, brings it in with the beautiful finish.
Well, do you think Steph Curry is quite underrated, as he single-handedly earns a lot of wins for his team? Do let us know in the comment section below what was your Steph Curry favorite moment. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and stay tuned for our regular uploads.